Hey guys, welcome back to the stream. This is Mr. Nodeitall here with the Swing Trade Pros, and I just want to cover some of the action today. We had some altcoins that decided to break out. As I discussed in the previous stream, Bitcoin just kind of consolidating right now, and during that consolidation phase, obviously we have altcoins that are obviously making some nice moves, right? We had Ethereum breakout. I think last stream I had pointed out the ETH BTC chart, basically looking to break this neckline here, and it looks like we're about to break it, right? So we are overbought on the daily, or entering overbought. We don't really have any real bearish divergence forming just yet. You know, we have the start of it, but not just yet. So, like I said, I think I said in the last video something along the lines of 0.02.5% versus Bitcoin here. Hang on just one second, guys. Let me just get my link out here so people can see and appreciate what's happening. Okay, we got it already. Perfect. So let's go back to Bitcoin real quick. So, you know, I come down to this question again. You know, is this a doing crypto soldier? Is this a inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? You know, I keep having to move the shoulder over a little bit. You know, it's still kind of just consolidating, and Stokes are still pointing down. You know, which isn't obviously good, but the altcoins actually are able to catch up, right? So what could be happening is a couple different things here. Obviously, we still have volume that is obviously receded drastically since the big run-up that we had in June. And, you know, we're not making lower lows. We did get a daily close that was below the 20 EMA, which I guess is you know, is a little bearish. I don't think we actually, yeah, I mean, we've had a daily sell signal in since August 15th, right? Because we haven't been able to break above 10.8. Okay, so we'll see what kind of lows we put in here. If we, like I said, if we make a double bottom here right around that 10.150 area, you know, we've definitely made our right shoulder at that point. And as you can see, the RSI kind of just chilling in this range. You know, we're not really making violent moves to the south, right? We're just kind of sitting in this range right now, and we're holding on to, you know, this 45 RSI, and if we kind of can curl around here, you know, we can make some bullish divergence, you know, in this pattern. So that's kind of my brief synopses here on Bitcoin. If we go to an hourly chart, we can kind of get some more targets, right? Hang on just one second here. So you know, we did bounce off here, right? We made a higher low, and it looks like we're trying to hang on to this price action right here. I mean, yeah, I mean you could argue that this was bear flag, but it looks like we came out of this bear flag, right? We closed above here. Now we're just consolidating, making a higher low. The overall macro is still in an uptrend, even though we hit a top here and we you know, we retraced, but we made a higher low. Got rejected twice here, obviously, and we still ended up making a higher low than the previous lows. Okay, so there's still, I mean, you know, I'm still in a neutral, this is a neutral area for me. I'm not like taking a long or a short position here. But I want to see Bitcoin close above 10.8, and for the bears, I want to see Bitcoin close below 9,200. How about that? Below 9,200 or 9,400 on the weekly. If we get a close below 9,400 on the weekly, guys, then we are going to go to, you know, the 7,200 to 6K range for sure, anywhere in this range. But if we just continue to paint weekly candles in this range that we've been in, we could just sit in this range for a little bit. I mean, there obviously isn't too much volatility going on. You know, we got like a 0.25% move, we got a little jag, you know, a little chop going on. You know, you're better off trading like Ethereum or something, right? I mean, Ethereum just blasted off like we were in a falling wedge. We just basically hit one of the targets, or about to hit one of the targets on this wedge, right? First target here for take profit is 223, right? And then you know, we'll probably, I mean, this says 233, but I'm gonna go with the 233 to 233 area. I guess this could be the neckline, right? Okay, fair enough. So yeah, we broke out of this wedge, Ethereum, and then you have Ripple here that had quite a big move from what I saw earlier today. Yeah, there you go, man. Just broke out of that wedge. That's a big wedge. Trotter. Alright, so yeah, XRP on the move, right? Same kind of pattern that ETH was in, right? Nice falling wedge. Broke out of this wedge right here. So measured move on this pattern, on this, I should say, on this wedge. So similar, right? You know, 31.5 cent. You know, the golden retrace areas anywhere in this range, right? This pocket, right? Take profit at each. If we acquire these targets, that's where you should be taking profits, because there's definitely going to be pullbacks at each area, or if not pullbacks, there's definitely going to be some resistance there. So you know, in essence, there will be a pullback, but it may not pull back as much as you'd like it to pull back, right? Anyone have any good, like, not copyrighted music that I could play? Or it could go sideways. What, Bitcoin? Yeah. Bitcoin could go sideways for a little bit. And then all the altcoins will definitely gain versus Bitcoin. And you know, and that would make sense because the altcoins, a lot of them are so like oversold versus Bitcoin, man. Like a lot of them got annihilated, right? Anyways, you got ZRX kind of doing the same thing in that wedge pattern that every other altcoin looks like it's in right now, just breaking out of. You know, and not on huge volume, man. Like this is not a lot of volume, right? So search for royalty free. Yeah. I see. So there's another YouTuber that like uses like progressive techno or something music, which I like, and is good for like charting stuff. But how is he able to play that stuff if it's copyrighted or whatever? Anyone know? Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out. Any of you guys have anything you guys want me to cover in this stream tonight? Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to pay for that stuff, but anyways, let's look at the S&P real quick. I know the rate cuts are coming tomorrow, so um, we're probably going to see all the markets fly tomorrow. Free money, printed for free, right? Alright, so we got the S&P up here. You know, we obviously broke out of this range that we were in, right? And did we print an all new all-time high? Is that what we did here? I think we did. We hit 302.59. We technically made a new all-time high. Rate cuts probably won't happen. Well, I mean, gold definitely already reacting to that, and usually that's an indicator of. Is that right? That indicator of coin flip? Yeah. Well, ontology. All right. Look at ontology. Okay. So, whoa, huge volume spike on ontology today. Alright, so we're going to look at a daily. Yeah, smash the like button, guys. Appreciate that. Crypto Soldier. Alright, so maybe this isn't a good chart because it's showing a huge downtrend. Bittrex? What has the most data on ontology? What chart? Binance? Yeah, Binance, okay. Alright, so here is ontology. We can even draw a fit channel here. Alright, we got our swing high up here, and we got our second swing high. Now, to draw this perfectly, we probably need to get this you guys can kind of get the idea. But basically, this is the channel that we're in. Can I please speak to the manager? Okay. Alright. Alright, so our absolute swing high to our absolute swing low. This is not on log scale, I don't think. Let me just double check. It is. Okay. Well. Alrighty then. So what we're looking for here is ontology to pivot here, right? Obviously all the altcoins are Ash 088. This is ontology. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. So this obviously did put a higher low in, right? Versus our previous lows. And we want to just make sure that this is a potential swing low. We want to see ontology at least test up to this 94.5, 95 cent range, okay? She's watching TV. So what? Is this spam? Did someone just spam my my YouTube? What the hell is this? Auto traffic exchange claims BTC. Alrighty. Anyway, so Dale, to answer your question, to have a valid swing low here, we need to see ontology break 95 cents. Once that happens, then try to enter the 382 to 618 fib areas, right? That's the common retrace zone, right? Okay, so Lisk. Let's look at Lisk. Lisk BTC. I think I looked at this the other day. It made like a new lower low or something, right? I just forget which pair we were looking at. Maybe Poloniex or something. Maybe not. Even though this chart looks pretty good to chart on. We'll just use this one. Whoa. Was Lisk ever this pricey? My God. Look at all this volume here. Holy shit. $49,000. Alright, I'm going to ignore that part of the chart, obviously. Alright. So Lisk USD. Is that a wick? Can't see that. Alright, yeah, it's a wick. Alright. Linda. Linda's not even called Linda anymore. Linda's called Metrics Coin. They blew it. Yeah, here's your Lisk. All these patterns look the same. They're all just in these falling wedge patterns, man. So swing high to said swing low, which isn't even confirmed as a bottom yet. So if this confirms as a bottom, we need to see this thing run to $2.22 if this is a swing low. All right, Arash. Yeah, otherwise everything will smell, right? Let's look at Linda Coin actually. Is that even, can I even chart that? Metrics. Yeah, they're not even chartable. That's how bad they are. I'm just a little interested. Metrics Coin. Yeah, we already looked at XLM, Nick. It's the same patterns as all these other patterns. They're all in falling wedges that are breaking out. Alright, we'll look at XRP one more time. Obviously the biggest mover of the day. Yeah, but I already covered it. So XRP looks like it put in a swing low, right? So it already crossed the 236. Your take profit areas are 31.5 cents up until 37 cents. Now that's not to say that this can't run more, but these are the common retrace areas after making a local bottom. Okay. What else we got? Maker had a huge run today, 15%. Is that right? No, I guess 8%. Still not a bad day. This chart is wrong, obviously. but Maker looks pretty good. Got that double bottom here. Got the measured move. Literally right at the neckline. Snapchat. And I had drawn Snapchat a long time ago. Inverse head and shoulders pattern, obviously. At the neckline. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how all these altcoins are getting action right now. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess it does because Bitcoin dominance dropped off a bit, so big whales are probably just accumulating some of these cheap alts right now. Yeah, so weekly chart looks pretty good on Snapchat, right? Left shoulder, head, gonna form your right shoulder now to make a measured move to new all-time highs. That we are at the neckline. The neckline is right around this 1965 area. Yeah, no place till Fed. Fair enough. But you can see that this is in the making of an inverse head shoulders pattern on Snapchat. Let's look at the daily. So, you know, where was that cheat sheet I had for divergence? Let me find that real quick. Alright, here we go. So, where am I? Where's Trading View? I don't know. This isn't working right now. One sec. Okay, so we've kind of got some hidden bull, right? Hidden bullish divergence on Snapchat. Yeah, I mean, I'm not calling for a breakout here, man. I'm just saying that we're seeing hidden bullish divergence potentially play out. I mean, look, you got this candle here that's wicking above the 20 EMA, and it's just now creating positive momentum. So, I mean, you got your Stokes on the daily pointed up. This thing definitely looks like it's going to make a move up. I mean, it already made a 6.5% move. I mean, of course, tomorrow this thing could easily pull back. I mean, this thing just, you know, 6.5%. What do you want for this thing? Hourly is in the overbought territory. You know, making bearish divergence here, diverging a little bit. Stokes obviously topped out. So, yeah, I mean, I mean, we did close above the resistance area here, you know, so there's that. And then just for some interim targets, you know, we've just crossed through the 618 golden retrace area, so this thing doesn't look like it has much juice left in it. Definitely gonna probably pull back, okay? Right, making lower levels of positive momentum and making higher highs on price. So, CoinFox, taking a short on Snapchat tomorrow is probably advised. Look, you got your Stokes already pointing down. RSI already overbought. This kind of looks like a doji candle right here. I don't know. Anywho, what else you guys want to look at real quick? JNUG calls for expiration on Friday. $70 calls. Well, you're holding the 20 EMA right now, so that's good. So, let's go to an hourly. You could, I mean, there really is no serious pattern development here aside from just maybe a channel, right? Well, maybe call this. I mean, this is an hourly. Let's go to a 4 hour. Yeah, I mean, on your 4 hour, you got plenty of room to run. So, we've established a swing low. So this thing could run, man. We could, depending if what happens here, if we close above 7150, we could easily make a run to anywhere in the 382 to 618 area, right? So, but we haven't got a confirmed signal yet, but it looks to be playing out that way. It could even get to this neckline here and then back test the 236 and then make a run, you know, for an inverse head and shoulders type pattern. Could do something like that. Neckline is right around that $70 area, Nick. So it could be good. We're about to make positive momentum here on the 4 hour, right? Just coming out of the negative. Well, that's obvious. We already knew that. Yeah. So one could argue that this is hidden bullish divergence on gold. We were diverging here on the 4 hour, okay, bullishly. All right, so that's your JNUG. I know. Let's look through some of the top gainers of the day. I don't even know some of these stocks, but they all had huge moves. You guys want to look at anything in particular? What is this? Sirius XM? Yeah. Let's see. I don't know why we're looking at Sirius Radio. Let's not look at that. NVIDIA. Oh yeah, Overstock. I wanted to look at Overstock. This thing has got annihilated the last couple days. Just absolutely annihilated. Um, all right, so overstock, I wanted to just look at real quick. I don't know, man. I mean, we've already fucking, this thing's already lost like 40% since it peaked out here. I think we got the 786 retrace or the 886. We got support right here on the 886. That would be confluent with our support here around $16. So I don't know. It's already looking like it's, well, these normal candles. Let's look at normal candles. I mean, this thing could just friggin' rip up tomorrow. Why not? What are the oscillators looking like? Yeah, oscillators are oversold. Rounding bottom on the hourly. Stochastics haven't crossed up yet, but that's some serious negative momentum that we've seen on overstock. We haven't had these low of negative momentum levels since I don't even know, long time. Well, the weekly, I mean, you got like triple MACD bullish divergence here. So I don't know. Obviously, this week's been a pretty terrible week for overstock. This is a pretty bad candle, man. I mean, shit. If this thing closes the week below the 20 EMA, I mean, forget about it. This thing is gonna go right back down to 10 bucks. Yeah. Weekly's not looking too hot, obviously. All right. Well, any other coins or stocks you guys want to look at real quick? Let's look at some of the weed stocks. You know, fourth quarter usually is the beginning of the madness for the weed stocks. Look at all these long calls coming in here. Yeah, oversold conditions. Are we at a area for reversal? Let's go to the wick here. Well, you know, this is one of those harmonic patterns, like a bullish Gartley or something, that price action reverses right around the 886. Dragon, we have not looked at LTC. We did look at ETH though, yes, and we have some bullish targets for ETH. I think around the 220 to 230 area on ETH. Yeah, so you know, this is some serious like divergence happening on as a 3-day chart. If we go to a daily, I guess there really isn't much divergence happening, but you know, we haven't yet created a valid swing low, right? So you know, to create a swing low, we'd need to close above $38.26, and then we could project targets up here, right? But for now, can't really make that call. Right, which is pretty much all the reason why you should maybe, you know, take a long position. I mean, you know the stock isn't going to go to zero, and you know, you have volume that is, you know, receding volume since September. What do you know? The beginning of fourth quarter is when this thing had this monster pump, right? And I know Tilray probably just like got released then, but you know, let's look at like ACB. Okay, same kind of thing, right? Obviously, this has a lot more trading history, so you know, I can make that argument that fourth quarter is when all these stocks rip. So August till January, right? All of fourth quarter rippage. I'm just saying. It's a seasonal thing, right? All these weed companies are harvesting, you know, end of third quarter and selling everything fourth quarter. So, you know, that's when they make all their money. And ETH's breaking out as we speak. So let's get on some of this ETH action right now. So yeah, I mean, I know I already projected this earlier, but we're looking at the 223 area to the 270 area being the golden zone for retracement, right? We're coming out of this wedge. We might actually make this inverse head and shoulders pattern. If we do that, then obviously our neckline is right around that 330 area, which is the bigger pattern here. So Atom, let's look at Atom. Or LTC, USD. All these patterns look the same. They're all in a falling wedge. And they all made a double bottom, or a higher bottom, right? You got your bottom, and you got your second bottom here. Let's get this off for a second. So, similar things. I mean, Litecoin actually hasn't established yet a swing low. Once we close above 76.60, then we could project targets in the 382 to 618, right? Sorry about that. So yeah, I mean, that's your Litecoin. Dragon, I hope that answers your question. Atom USD will go to I think it was Poloniex, right? I know who it is, man. Come on. Where's Atom USD? We're gonna look at Poloniex. Yeah, I think I charted this already, but you know, we're looking at obviously a falling wedge, just like all the other charts. They're all on this wedge. Now Atom's already crossed the 382. Okay, so we're already topping out here. We got bearish divergence on the daily. Our Stokes are about to point down. We're definitely looking like a pullback is coming, right? This is the start of the retrace area, the 382, right? 382 to the 618, common retrace areas. So So maybe we pull back. We pull back to the 20 EMA. Pull back to the 20 EMA. Back test this 382 and make our way up to the next fib level, right? Something like that. Obviously, I don't know exactly what this thing's going to do, but you know, if we are topping out here on the RSI, we obviously do have some bearish divergence here, and maybe that's just this chart. Let's look at another chart, and they all look the same, right? Dale. So if you're in a long, man, just get out of your long, or at least take some profit here. That's what I would say. What was I gonna look at? Oh yeah, Roku. Roku. I'm just looking at the oscillators. This looks bullish to me. Look, you had bullish divergence here. You're diverging again from here. Stokes just crossed up on the daily. I mean, your momentum oscillator may not always agree, but so you're holding above the 20 EMA. Three-day chart. Oh my God, this stock is insane. So we fibbed from here to our swing low. We should get targets, and we've already exceeded the 1618 fib extension, and we kind of waking off. This is on a 3-day. We are over in the overbought RSI area. However, it looks like we are kind of bouncing, like I said. Yeah, is this run just going to go on forever? I don't know. But daily looks okay. I mean, just looks like it had a nice pullback here. I mean, didn't really pull back too much. Just hit an all-time high and then retraced back to the 1618 fib extension. So. But looks like it can still run. I mean, your oscillators are still pointing in the right direction. You know, you got 2 out of 3 pointing in the right direction here. So, CoinFox, hopefully that answers your question. Could consolidate here for a couple days, and then maybe if it fails to break higher, obviously it's just going to dump, right? I mean, the thing is way extended, so. You guys want to look at anything else before I run? Come on, chat. Hit the like button. Let's go. Hit the set. See. I guess we'll look at Bitcoin real quick for one more time before I run tonight. Bitcoin just consolidating, right? Just sitting in a range. And obviously our top here. It's probably easier to draw as a fifth channel from the top. So we got all these tops. See, that looks pretty good. Right, so we're getting close to a pivot or a drop, right? You know, in the interim here, in the short term, we could drop back down to the 9,700 area, or if we break up, we're looking at touching this 10.6 area, and if we close above it, you know, that's kind of where this inverse head and shoulders could play out. Man, XRP is on tear, right? So, first target, 31.5 cents. If we're not overbought by the time we get there, which we should be. I mean, look at the Stokes right now on the daily. Looks like we're already entering overbought territory. Okay, so we might wick off into this 31.5 cent area, and then pull back to this, you know, kind of where we're at right now, XRP. All right. Well, I mean, let's look at gold real quick before we bounce here. Every time I try to double click that y-axis or whatever, it doesn't do anything. So I don't know why my chart continues to do this, but it does. So gold actually on the daily, Stokes are pointing up. RSI, we have some divergence here, which could inherently be bullish. I did have a head and shoulders pattern playing out here, so we could retest the top of this neckline at around 1520, and then consolidate, and then maybe dump, or if we get above the 20 EMA, maybe this uptrend continues. So maybe this head and shoulders pattern doesn't play out. That's possible. I could be wrong. I'm not one of those TA guys that thinks everything I do is right, because it's just not. But I will say that the fib extensions and the fib common retrace areas are usually pretty accurate for the most part. So. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight, and we'll catch you in the next stream, hopefully tomorrow or the day after. I'm not sure which day, and we'll get you guys updated on the latest and greatest in the crypto markets and traditional markets. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, that helps my channel, guys. Appreciate that. And if you guys ever want to test out our the Swing Trade Pros Signals, join our Discord, join my mrnodeitall Discord. It's in the description of this channel, or bottom of this stream, and we'll get you guys all set up. All right, thanks for joining us, guys. Talk to you guys soon.